Today, we're going to be taking a look at another product from Thermomate that solves an alternate purpose compared to the point-of-use water heater tank we installed last time. This is their 6 kilowatt tankless water heater, meaning it uses a 6 kilowatt heating element to heat up the water as it goes through the tiny box to deliver continuous and unlimited hot water. This simple little water heater draws 25 amps at 240 volts and can sustain a flow of about 1.1 gallons per minute, making it ideal for places such as sinks, faucets, dishwashers, laundry rooms, or, in my case, sheds. With its small form factor, coming in at only 11 inches by 7.5 inches and 2.5 inches thick, it can be installed pretty much anywhere, such as between stud bays like in my shed here. Mounting the water heater is as simple as putting the bracket on the wall where you want it with the supplied screws and anchors. If you're putting it into drywall, you would just use the supplied drywall anchor to attach it to the drywall securely. Once the bracket is installed, just slide the heater down onto it. Once you know where you want the heater to be, you'll need to connect it to an electrical hookup, and if you don't have one run already, simply add in a 1-gang box and run a 10-2 wire to the box on a 30 amp breaker. If you have to nail in one of these boxes in a tight area, you can always use a pair of pliers to nail in the box from a different angle to be able to fully drive the nail in. With your electrical box installed, go ahead and punch out a slot for the wires to run in from the top and the bottom, and add in the water heater's wires, as well as your 10-2 wire. For a 30 amp breaker, it is best to use at the very least a 10 gauge wire to provide power to the heater. This will ensure that the wire cannot overheat and be a fire risk. To connect the wires together, you can use a few different methods. The one I'm using here is to use 10 gauge Wago connectors to quickly and easily connect everything. You can also use wire nuts to combine each wire, though I personally hate wire nuts, so you'll very rarely see me use them. The third way, and the one I actually considered doing just for fun, is to use DIN rail splicing connectors or terminal blocks. It would have been massive overkill to do this though, so I didn't do it. With the wiring all hooked up and the breakers still off, we can go ahead and connect the standard 1/2 inch connection to the water heater. Your cold water line will connect to the blue colored outlet, and the hot line coming out of the tank will connect from the red colored outlet to the hot water line on your sink. Once you have the water lines and power lines connected, go ahead and turn the breaker on and wait for the heater to power up. Using the up and down arrows, you can adjust the temperature that you want the heater to aim for. With the water heater set, you can turn your water on and see how well it works. For cold water, we're at around 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and when we swap over to hot water, we can see it very quickly jump up to over 30 degrees hotter. You can see on the LED display that it reports the temperature of the water as it passes through the heater and steadily rises up. To get up to 130 degrees, it does take about a minute, and if you were to size up the water heater to one of Thermomate's even larger heating elements, it would be even quicker. The 6 kilowatt heater is perfect for smaller utilities like this and work beautifully.